Hi, you guys. It's moi. Oh my god. Need more makeup right there. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and um re-announce to you guys that the Sex and the City series is going to begin tonight, you guys. Sometime today, I'm going to begin chapter 1 in the Sex and the City book. Now, I'm going to read a little bit about this book to begin with. I'm just basically going to read the introduction to you guys, and then tonight I'm going to begin chapter 1. So here's a little quick introduction to this fabulous book. Before Sex and the City was a book and a TV series, it was a column in the New York Observer. This was in the fall of 1994, and I'll never forget the afternoon the editor-in-chief asked me if I wanted my own column. I immediately said yes, and afterwards practically skipped up to Park Avenue with joy. I had no idea how I was going to pull off his column, but I was convinced that it should somehow be about me and my friends, a group of single women, all of whom seemed to have had a never-ending series of freakish and horrifying experiences with men, and sometimes with the same men. We spent hours discussing our crazy relationships, and came to the conclusion that if we couldn't laugh about them, we'd probably go insane. I suppose that's why Sex and the City is such an unsentimental examination of relationships and mating habits. Although some people find its lack of sentiment and cruel humor disturbing, it's probably only because the book contains some kind of universal truth. Although the column was originally meant to pertain specifically to New York City, hence stories like The Modelizers, about two geeky guys who manage to date 18-year-old models but end up paying the price. I found that there are variants of these Sex and the City characters in most large cities around the world. I still haven't decided whether or not that's scary. But most of all, Sex and the City sets out to answer one burning question. Why are we all still single? Now, with a few years' perspective on the issue, I can safely conclude that we are single because we want to be. This edition of Sex and the City contains 2 new chapters, which were written after the book was originally published. And so, at last, the book has a real ending, in which Carrie and Mr. Big break up. It's a bittersweet ending. Not just the end of Carrie's relationship with Mr. Big, but the end of her dream of finding the proverbial Mr. Big, a man who doesn't really exist. If you read closely, you'll discover that even Mr. Big himself points out that he is a fantasy in Carrie's imagination, and that you can't love a fantasy. And so we leave Carrie to enter a new phase in her life when she understands that she will have to find herself without a man. And in doing so, hopefully, we'll be able to find a relationship. Maybe I'm not as unsentimental as I thought. And this was, of course, written by Candace Bushnell, May 23rd, 2001. So, of course, this was before the movies came out, because even in the movies, Mr. Big and Carrie wind up getting married. But in the book, they break up. So tonight I'm going to start chapter 1, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope you tune in to this fabulous Sex and the City series. And I actually have a poster over there in the front room of Sex and the City. I think that's where I'm going to do it, because I want to have it to where it's just all about Sex and the City. So tune in tonight, you guys, for that. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go get a taco salad from Carl's Jr.'s because I'm hungry right now. But I wanted to find something to pat myself on the back for having a good outcome of my testing today. So anyway, you guys, stay tuned throughout the day and be ready to go with me on a journey of Sex and the City. Holla back, you guys.